All right, guys, today we're going to learn about multiplying polynomials by a polynomial. So yesterday we looked at just multiplying them by a monomial, so we're going to add to that today. We're going to multiply binomials by binomials as well as trinomials. Okay, and we're going to learn two different methods for doing them. One is the box, and one is FOIL, which is actually the distributive property twice. And that's where we're going to start. We're going to start with, I call it little double d, because what we're doing is we're distributing twice. I'm going to take my x, and I'm going to distribute it to the 2x, and I'm going to distribute it to the 9. Okay, so that is going to give me 2x times x, and then plus 9x. And then I'm going to take my 5, and I'm going to use the negative part of it. Oops. Here, negative, and I'm going to distribute it to the 2x and to the 9. So negative 5 times 2x minus 5 times 9. And then I'm going to put it all together by multiplying. It's actually doing the multiplication. Okay, so 2x times x is 2x squared. Then we've got plus 9x. Negative 5 times 2x is negative 10x. And negative 5 times 9 is negative 45. Okay, we're not quite done because we need to combine our like terms, which are here in the middle. So 2x squared minus x minus 45. It's minus 1x. We don't have to have that 1. Now, some people call that FOIL. And what FOIL means is first, outside, inside, put an extra I in there, and last. So basically what we did over here with our distributing, we multiplied the first terms of each binomial. Then we multiplied the outside terms of each binomial, the inside terms, and the last. So whatever it takes for you to remember, just remember it, whether it's FOIL, but what we're really doing is distributing each of the terms. So let's look at another example. Okay, so if I'm going to distribute my 4x, I'm going to get 4x times 3x squared, and then 4x times negative 11. And notice I'm taking, if it's subtraction, I'm making that negative and taking it with it. Okay. Then I'm going to multiply the negative 8 times the negative 3x. So minus 8 times 3x squared. And then the negative 8 times negative 11. When I multiply all of that, 4x times 3x squared gives me 12x to the third, or cubed. 4x times negative 11 is negative 44x. Negative 8 times 3 is negative 24, and then x squared. And negative 8 times negative 11 is plus 88. And then we're going to put it just in standard form, which is our descending order. So 12x cubed minus 24x squared minus 44x plus 88. And I want you really to get into the habit of writing things in this descending order, because it's going to make checking your answers a lot easier. It's going to make doing things later in the course a lot easier. Let's look at another example. Now, you might think, oh, I got this. We just finished this, Ms. Craig, I got this. You need to be careful, because what this means with the next exponent is I'm taking the base and multiplying by itself, right? So this is the same as x minus 3 times x minus 3. So you need to write it out there twice. And then it changes, I think, what you're thinking about doing. So let's distribute the x, so that I get x times x. Here, the outside terms, so minus 3x. I'm just going to take that minus and put it out in front. Okay. Let's now distribute the negative 3 here. So I get another negative 3x and negative 3 times negative 3 at the end. And if I put it all together, I'm going to get x times x is x squared minus 3x minus 3x. Negative 3 and negative 3 is positive 9. And then I'm just going to combine my like terms, so I get x squared minus 6x plus 9. Don't have any other like terms, so I'm done. Okay. Here it is again. I want you this time to try it yourselves. Pause it and see if you can get it right. Taylor, I know you do that all the time. Right? I'm going to write this out twice. And I'm going to use FOIL or the double distributive. So FOIL, first, 2x times 2x is 4x squared. Okay. Outer, the outside terms, 2x times 5 is 10x. Then I've got my inside. So 5 times 2x, which is 10x again. And then my last part of the binomials, which is plus 25. I forgot my x there. And if I combine my like terms, I'm going to get 4x squared plus 20x plus 25. And that's as far as I can go. So that's the double D, double distributive, or the FOIL method of multiplying. Now I want to show you another one that I really like, and you guys are going to be able to multiply however you want. I don't care which method you use, whichever you're comfortable with. Tonight's homework, or tomorrow's classwork, I would like you to try both just to see which you're more comfortable with. This takes us back to elementary school and an area model when we multiplied. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 4x plus 5 and put each part of the binomial above one of my columns. My 3x plus 6, I'm going to put here. All right. Now this is just like, if you remember your multiplication tables, maybe you've seen a table. You should have seen it when you did probability last year with dice and that kind of stuff. So you did 1 times 1 goes in this box, 2 times 1, 3 times 1. 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 3, and so on and so forth. So that is the box method, and we're going to use that to multiply here. So 4x times 3x is going to give us 12x squared, because remember, we're adding the exponents. 5 times 3x is going to give me 15x. Okay, in the bottom box, 6 times 4 is 24x. Okay, so notice the 4x comes down, the 6 goes across, and I'm putting it right where they intersect. And then 5 comes down, 6 goes across, and that's 30. Now here's the cool thing about this. When I'm multiplying, here are my like terms. And my like terms are going to end up on that diagonal every time. Okay. All right, so I've got my 12x squared. When I add my like terms, 15 and 24, because they're on that diagonal, is 39x and then plus 30. And there you have it. We're all done. That's my answer. I just like the box method because it just keeps tracks of things nicer and neater, but that's my preference. Let me show you another example. Or you can try this one on your own if you want, and then check your answers. So I'm going to put the 2x plus 4 over here, and the 2x minus 9 down here. Now remember, multiplication's commutative, so it doesn't matter which you do. So 2x times 2x goes in this top box, left box, and that's 4x squared. 4 times 2x is 8x. 2x times negative 9 is negative 18x. So we're going to take that negative into account. And 4 times negative 9 is negative 36. Again, my like terms have ended up right there on the diagonal. So when I gotta have everything, I gotta remember to combine them. So I've got my 4x squared. Whoops. And then negative 18 minus 8x is negative 10x. And then minus 36. So this is let's write that better, 4x squared. Okay, and that's my final answer. Again, like I said, it keeps it nice and neat. It put things on the diagonal that are like terms. The other nice thing about it, we can still distribute when we've got a binomial times a trinomial, but I think the box method makes it a lot easier to keep track of what I'm multiplying. So across the top, I'm going to put 3 terms. I'm going to put my x squared minus 2x and my 9, and then x minus 3 along the bottom. So in that top left is x times x squared, which is x cubed. Here, negative 2x times x is negative 2x squared. And then plus 9x. In the bottom left, negative 3 times x squared is negative 3x squared. Negative 3 times negative 2 goes in the middle bottom, so positive 6x. And then negative 3 times 9 is negative 27. On my diagonals again, like terms there, like terms there. So when I put it all together, I've got x cubed, negative 2x, and negative 3x is negative 5x squared. 6x plus 9x is 15x minus 27. So that puts your trinomials all together nice and neat. Okay, so hopefully today you learned how to multiply polynomials, how to do a binomial to a binomial and a binomial to a trinomial. And you learned to do it by 2 different methods. Again, I want you to try both methods and decide which one you like best. Have a great day.